Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are just so thankful you've decided to take 30 minutes out of your schedule just to be here with us tonight to learn about this amazing technology that we are truly watching change people's lives. We are so excited to share it with you and just have you learn more about it. At the end, there will be time for questions. So please feel free to use the chat as I'm talking, and you can type questions in the chat. You can also, at the end, you'll be able to come unmute and ask questions that way as well. But I'm Nikki McCutchen. I will be your host for this evening, and we'll get started just with our medical disclaimer. All LifeWave products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any dis-ease. If you are pregnant or nursing or on medications, please make sure that you always check with your preferred healthcare practitioner first. So our technology inspires the body to do what it already does best, which is heal itself. Our bodies are designed to heal. That is how the Lord created us and our bodies. And so when we support that divine design, what he already gave us, it can do its job. It can do what it was designed to do. And so that's what I love about this technology is that it supports the body do what it was already meant to do. And the body does the work. That's what's so cool is that bringing your body back into balance, into homeostasis so that it can do what it was designed to do. So our technology is FDA recognized and compliant as a general wellness product. This little tiny patch is a class 1 medical device. It's completely non-transdermal. So most people understand what transdermal patches are. That means that there's something inside the patch that transfers from the patch into the body. So a lot of people recognize estrogen patches, nicotine patches, vitamin patches, pain patches. Those all have something on the inside of them that then gets transferred into the body. We are the only company that has a technology that is completely non-transdermal, where there is nothing transferring from the body. And I'm going to explain how that works in a minute as well. The inside of that patch, that little disc that you see, fabric disc you see in there, is a crystal lattice structure that's made up of organic amino acids and salts. So it's a reflective like a mirror. So it's not things that you can go get out of your pantry. It is at the stereoisomer level, crystals that are made specifically to induce a very specific frequency in the body that is tailored to different peptides in the body that will turn those on and tell them to get working the way that they were designed to. So this is medical grade plastic. It's completely sealed on both sides. It's has hypoallergenic adhesive. It has a 96% effectiveness rate. So that is truly amazing. There is not very many things on the market today that can say they have a 96% effectiveness rate, which means it's pretty much always working in your body. For the 4% of you that it's not working, we have an amazing technology, a powder, that usually what that means for that 4% of you is that you have a deficiency in magnesium, potassium, copper, I'm missing it. There's another one. It'll come back to me. There's another one. But you have some kind of deficiency. This is specifically formulated to have all of alanine. That's what it was. So for those of you who are vegetarians, alanine, you need alanine in order for copper peptide to work in your body. So this also helps to support that. So if you have a deficiency in any of those areas, this will help you to not have that deficiency. The other amazing thing is that maybe you already use electrolytes or amino acids. So this is a very unique combination of electrolytes and amino acids together. I'm not quite sure if I haven't seen another powder on the market where that is a combination of things that you can utilize. So to build muscle, along with having that electrolyte structure to rehydrate the cells in your body. It also supports your stem cell activity in your body. So it has sea buckthorn extract in it that supports the use of healthy stem cells. And so all of the combinations of these things, including the zinc and the copper balance, allow the patch technology to be optimized as well. So if you just want to have optimization of the patches, even if you already know they're working for you, or if maybe you work out like me and you've been using electrolytes for a long time, then this is a great switch over to where I don't have to take an electrolyte and an amino acid. as well as like even creatine is in there as well. So a lot of you, if you're trying to build muscle, will add creatine. This is already in there. So it's a fantastic combination product for those that may have a deficiency, or you just want to optimize your use of the patches, or you're already using some of those products but taking multiple things, whereas this can be all in one. So really what's cool about this too is that if you were to price out individually these, different the ingredients list, it's over $250 worth of supplementation or powders that you would buy to recreate this. Okay, you can get this for as little as $50. So that's truly amazing as well for all the things that it does. So that helps you make sure you've got 100% effectiveness in the technology and what it's going to do in your body. The technology, so these patches are also extremely affordable. So I was actually talking to somebody today. It was such a great, interesting conversation. And she was just saying how shocked she was at how inexpensive the technology actually is. Because when you understand all of the different things, or even if you just understand a few of the things that the technology does in the body, again, it's easily $400 or more worth of supplementation. And I'm going to go over some of that, of what it supports in the body here in a minute, as well as a stem cell injection. That's truly a comparative that you could do. And those are thousands and thousands of dollars. So this is pennies on the dollar compared to that. So that part of it is truly amazing from that standpoint of what you're getting and what your body, how it's being supported and that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you all about tonight, because I was trying to figure out a good way to explain, because she reminded me of this. When you consider, let's say you're taking that $450 worth of supplements to support your body in all these areas that I'm going to talk to you about here in a minute. Your body, you have to ingest that. And then the way your body uses that, so it has to be digested, okay? Not all things are digested properly. So it's called the bioavailability of the product. So if the product is not made to be highly bioavailable, then you're not even going to get great absorption on what that product actually does. So when it goes into your system, it has to be digested, okay? So then think of it like a little truck. A little truck comes along, and as that's being digested, if it's digested properly, okay, the truck then picks up what's being digested to then transport and carry it on to the next thing of where it has to go. So in our system, when things are transported, sometimes that truck has a flat tire. Okay, so sometimes that transport chain doesn't even work right. So then we have drop off and issues of that being utilized by the body as well. Okay, so the truck transports it over to the cell, or we'll call it the store. So where it needs to go, it's going to be transported to where it needs to go. Well, then the attendants need to come out and they need to collect the whatever's being dropped off. So those attendants have to actually come out. So those receptor sites on your cells have to work properly to then take whatever's being delivered by the truck. Okay. So again, there can be issues in that part of someone's body. And then the cell actually has to absorb it. So the attendants have to go and put it on the shelf or have it be utilized in whatever the way the business is then going to use it. So then that has to work right as well to go out and be utilized by the body properly. Okay. And then when you think about your liver and your kidneys and the different things in your organs in your body that actually have to process all of those things that we are ingesting, there is another major breakdown that can happen there as well. So we are bypassing that entire system with this technology. That is what's so cool. We are completely bypassing that and just turning on the peptide from the creation level. So the human peptide that's already in there, telling it just to work the way that it was designed. So we can completely bypass the digest system by turning on those peptides in that way. So this technology is completely patented. So we have over 200 patents. Our inventor and founder, David Schmidt, has over 70, if I'm remembering correctly, that are even just in regenerative medicine, which is just truly amazing. There's over 90 clinical studies. You can go and see all of those at patchtheway.com, PATCH, patchtheway.com, and click on those links that are in there so you can actually look at the studies. You can be linked and taken right into PubMed, so you can look at what PubMed has to say about this in particular peptide that gets elevated in the body. So once again, very completely backed by science and supported by what we're doing, very well grounded and supported in science. So there is literally no product in the world that does what this technology does. So how does this technology actually work? It works through a process called photobiomodulation. That's just a big word for light making change in the body. So every time we step out into the sun and the sun hits our skin and our eyes, it tells our body to make vitamin D. And then that vitamin D goes and does what it's supposed to in the body. So once again, we have a far superior system that God already designed for us to allow the body to utilize and get up and active the vitamin D that's already in our body. Plus, all the other things that we don't even know that all the sun gives us and helps and supports our body with. So truly, truly amazing. Again, we're just given, by God to allow that to happen in our body. This technology works the same way, only you don't need the sun for it to be turned on. Our body emits a heat. A heat comes out of our body everywhere. It's actually a low-grade infrared light is what that heat is. So when you see a movie and they're looking through night vision goggles and they're talking about seeing a heat signature, scientifically, that's a low-grade infrared light that's coming out of the body at every spot. So we do have clinically tested spots, but you can actually wear this anywhere you want to on the body, on a pain spot, on wherever you decide you want to wear it, you can wear it. So that then with the night vision goggles, okay, it's that infrared light is hitting the center of this patch and being reflected back from that crystal lattice structure, being reflected back into the body like a mirror, turning on GHK copper peptide. So that is the peptide that X39 specifically turns on in the body. This peptide is known as the fountain of youth. It is truly the amazing peptide that does so many things in the body. It's truly phenomenal. So being able to reset that to a younger, healthier state, turning that back on, we get all kinds of things that happen in the body. So I'm going to go over those in a minute, but just so you know, you can wear it anywhere on the body. I put mine on in the morning when I get up. I take it off at night when I go to bed. The next day I put on a brand new patch. So it's 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So that's how you're going to wear it. And some people have to set an alarm clock or a reminder so that they remember to take it off or they remember to put it on. So definitely, utilize that if you need that as well. So GHK copper peptide, the first thing we've already talked about is stem cells. These stem cells that GHK copper peptide turns on have just started to break down and no longer work optimally in our body as we age. It's why people have aches, pains, illness, disease. So by the time you're 30, half of those stem cells are no longer working optimally. By the time you're 60, there's only 10% of those stem cells working optimally anymore. So when you can tell stem cells to get up and working again, then you can truly have regeneration in the body, and the body gets to decide where that's going to go and what that's going to be. So could it be on an area where you have pain in your shoulder? Absolutely. It can reduce inflammation. It can help decrease pain. But let's say there's something going on in your heart or your brain, even something that you don't know about, and you think all of those areas are fine. Well, your body, again, because it gets to decide, it's going to decide that it wants to work on your heart or your brain first and not work on your shoulder. So if you put the patch on your shoulder, you may get some pain relief, and that may happen. We do see that happen. But that may also not happen because your body decided that it needed to send all of those stem cells into your heart to try to regenerate whatever is going on in there. So really, again, it's your body that's doing all of the work and making all the decisions on how to utilize GHK copper peptide throughout the body. So that's the first major thing, is that it turns on those stem cells that are no longer working optimally. It also supports your entire cardiovascular system. So your heart, your blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels. So everything is being supported in the cardiovascular system at the mitochondrial level. So every single cell, the powerhouse of the cell, is being supported. I cannot tell you the number of heart conditions that I have seen that have been so supported and, even reversed with what's going on with them, because now GHK copper peptide is working in their body. And so their body gets to decide. So I would not, I would not have thought that that would have been, very common, but because it supports the cardiovascular system that way, it is very common. I also see blood pressure. It's very common for blood pressure just to become back into balance and into homeostasis. So that's amazing. So stem cells, cardiovascular system, and then your brain. So I was talking to this gal today, just truly amazing, to where she knows her brain is creating new neural pathways based on the way that she's able to think, the way that she's able to process, the way that she's able to feel. Does she utilize other therapies and natural supportive elements in her life to support her brain? 100%, absolutely. But she's been doing that since 2012, is what she told me today. So this technology has truly taken her to that next step of level of allowing her body to have access to what it needs so that it can do what it wants to, which is create for her those new neural pathways. I have seen that happen for someone else as well, by I'm going to say an EEG. I'm thinking I've got the right one for the, measuring, the brain neural pathways that are going on, to where truly seeing correction in the brain, which the doctors were completely floored. So we've got stem cells, we've got the cardiovascular system, we've got the brain. So think even brain coming back into balance. Fogginess going away, mental clarity coming back, anxiety and depression beginning to lift, because the brain has the support that it needs so that it can make the connections in the central nervous system that need to happen throughout the body. So the next one is collagen. Most people think collagen is just hair, skin, and nails. So that's what's amazing is, again, this is turning on and supporting all 28 different types of collagen in the body. And so most products out there that you're going to take collagen for are just hair, skin, and nails. Okay. This is every part of collagen in your body that you need. So the things for your cartilage, for your fascia, for your ligaments, for your tendons. So even for scar tissue remodeling, having that support in any type of surgery, or even like long term. I've seen multiple C-section scars that up and just poof are gone. Women aren't even paying attention to that because they don't get on the technology for that. So that is even a side benefit that people will see with this technology. So that's the other thing I like to tell people, is that we only have side benefits. We don't have any side effects. So that's what's amazing too, is there are no contraindications with anything else that you're utilizing. So no chemicals, no stimulants, none of that, because this is a light therapy technology. It's using light to turn on different peptides so that they will get up and running the way that they need to. So that collagen system in your body, again, because we're working with something natural, that takes about 3 months to really get up and running in your body. And the longer you use it, the more benefits you get. I talked to a gal who, after 2 years, her eyes were kind of bulging out. And so after 2 years, she just felt like her eyes started to set back in her head properly. Prolapsed uterus, like, again, collagen and stem cells working together to support your body. She doesn't have that anymore. So truly amazing things when you are turning on GHK copper peptide. The last thing I like to talk to people about is the immune system. Everyone wants their immune system to work properly. We all want to have that help in our immune system because we are constantly exposed to toxins from every part of our life. So to have those 5 major body systems supported, again, now you can see why I said very easily over $400 that you would spend on some type of, supplementation or, therapy or whatever it might be that would support those areas in your body. And you can do all of that with one tiny little patch. And here's the other amazing thing. That's just 5 systems. If you Google GHK copper peptide, you're going to get a very long list of things that I didn't even talk about. That's what's amazing. So this by turning on GHK copper peptide, there are so many things in the body that it does working behind the scenes for your body to be able to come back into balance and bring homeostasis across your body, across the different systems that you have in your body, so that you can truly experience health and vitality. So Everyone always asks me, Nikki, how long do I have to wear this? Well, my answer is I will have this patch on my body until Jesus comes to get me. So, long-term results, what I have seen, I will not stop. After 2 years, my thyroid completely regenerated. Okay, I did not have regeneration in my thyroid when I went back in for my 6-month visit, when I went back in for my year visit, when I went back in for my year and a half visit. Okay, when I went back in for my 2-year visit, my body had said, nope. Thyroid's completely regenerated. It no longer has any issues and it is working completely optimally in your body. Why would I want to stop that? Why? Again, my body is deciding what it wants to do and how it wants to utilize that. So why would I ever want that to stop? I don't. And I hope you're going to join me in that and say you don't want that to stop either. And literally that's what's crazy. Again, this gal I was talking to today, how easy, like she's like, I can't get over it. Like, it's crazy how easy this is. Like, I just have to put on the patch. And so most things in life, to have recovery and to do all the things that we need to do to really optimize our health, that we all should be doing: nutrition, exercise, high quality water, drinking enough water, all of those things, those take time, energy, and effort. This takes none of that. You literally just put it on. You put it on, you go about your day, and off you go with whatever you've got to do for the day. Truly, there is nothing more simple to turn on the fountain of youth in your body, and then your body decides how to utilize it, than putting on this tiny little patch. So, if you have, okay, if you really want to pin me on it and you're like, but Nikki, how do I, I need it, I need a day. I need to know how long I got to wear this. I'm going to tell you, if you have a list of things over here where you've got, whatever, aches, pains, illnesses, the medications you're on, any of those things, then you go to your doctor, you tell them you want to work on getting off of those things, and set up a plan to be able to do that. And then really you have got to give your body at a minimum 6 to 12 months. Okay, because you have to have all of the things that have been created for you that's on this list. It took a long time for your body to get there, to start that process of those or those line items that you have on your list. Okay. So it's going to take a while for your body to be able to regenerate and deal with each of those issues that you have going on. So at 6 to 12 months, a lot of times people have test results done with their doctor. So blood tests, ophthalmologists. So go see your eye doctor. You're going back into the dentist to see if he's noticing anything going on differently with your gums or your teeth. So you're having regular care from your preferred healthcare practitioner, to where there would be a measure of, okay, I'm seeing these things change. So the other thing is that I can tell you with the technology, like I'm telling you to do that just with your regular, allopathic doctor, whoever, has, takes care, helps you care for your own body. I hope that you are taking responsibility of your own care, and that you are pursuing health and you are educating yourself, because no one knows your body better than you do. And you need to own that and take care of that, because you're the only one that can make the best educated decision for what you need in your body. And so you need to educate yourself accordingly as well. But the trying to think of where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. I know what it was. So the other thing that I can tell you is that 6 to 12 months to do regular things that you would with your doctor anyway. If you know someone that has some type of availability to a technology where it measures autonomic nervous system, so thermographic imaging, or anything, like I've seen multiple chiropractors have different types of technologies that they utilize for someone to see how their autonomic nervous system is doing. If you have that, you can see instantaneous results with this technology. Okay, that's why I'm telling you it is 100% effective. So if you have access to someone who has some type of autonomic nervous scanner, it's going to show instantaneous results in that it is always working. So you have a couple of options. You can just trust me, or you can find someone who has a scanner like that, so you can actually see that what I'm telling you is the truth. Or you can wait the 6 to 12 months, go back in for your regular checkups and see what's going on in your blood work. See what's going on with those doctors. Hydration is always key. Just know, for any type of health to happen in the body, our bodies have to be hydrated. Most people are walking around in chronic dehydration, and if they would just hydrate their bodies properly, they may may not even have the condition that they have. I'm talking about a very high percentage of people that would be true for. So that is going to be super helpful for this technology to be able to work, for that communication, for the magnesium, potassium, sodium, to be able to electrically allow the cells to talk to each other so that this light frequency can move through your body. It's the water that causes that availability and the electrolytes, the electricity, to be able to allow that to move, to turn on the peptides that need to come on. So that is always super, super helpful as well. Okay. So I know that we have Helen here for the first time tonight. Zoom user, I don't know who you are, or iPhone user. If you guys are brand new tonight, we always do a drawing on Monday nights. So please, just know you can always invite people to this call, and we're going to do a drawing for a 5-day supply of our X39 technology that you will get completely for free. So we always want to encourage people to come to learn this and also have the availability to win a 5-day free supply. So please put your name in the chat if you're also new. I know Helen's new, so we've got you on the list. Anyone else new? I need you to put your name in the chat real quick. And while you're doing that, what questions can I answer? What do you have a story? Does anybody have a story for me? Or does someone have a question that I can answer for you about this technology? You can always unmute yourself and just start talking as well. So feel free to do that, or put your questions in the chat as well. Okay. Oh, Mary Irene. Okay, so Mary Irene must be new also. We're glad to have you, Mary Irene. Awesome. And then Helen is new. So Vicki, I don't know if you want to get if you have the little spinner. We won't put the spinner up on the screen, but she's going to put you in that drawing to spin, and then she'll come on when it's done and tell us.
I have that up. But is the iPhone? Who's the iPhone?
That's Mary Irene.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Okay. And then who's Zoom user?
I don't know. They didn't type anything in the chat, so I'm guessing they're not new.
Okay. So let's do the wheel of names.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see who wins. Okay.
Anybody have any questions while we're doing the wheel of names?
Winner is Mary Irene. Congratulations,
All right.
Mary.
Congratulations, Mary Irene. If you want to unmute, or also you can put in the chat, either way is totally fine. Let us know who invited you to the call tonight, so we can make sure and get all of our back end stuff. Who?
Mary Hollingshead.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations. Okay, Mary, that's Mary and Mary. That's fantastic. Well, we're excited that you won tonight, Mary Irene. So if no one has any other questions, or Vicki, do you have a story you want to share at all?
I
Not tonight.
stories, but for some reason today it's not coming to me.
Yes, I know. It's all those things, right? Yeah, it's sometimes, life just gets overwhelmed. We're seeing amazing things all the time. I think I patched a couple of people this last week with back pain. It completely went away or reduced. Okay, so thank you, Leslie. How would you patch someone in severe pain? All right. So in severe pain, I would utilize the Eon. Okay. There's a couple of different ways to do it. So if they have a point of pain, you can put that Eon on top of the point of pain. You can also put the X39 on top of the point of pain. If it's, full body or something like that, then you want to put the Eon on the C7. And that's this little bump that sticks up when you bend your head down in your spine. That would go there. And then you want to utilize the ice wave. So you can use the X39 on the point of pain, or you can use the ice wave where there is pain. Okay. So the tan would go in the center of the pain, and then you use the clock method, just like 15 seconds, take a drink of water and move it around the clock. 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Or again, full body pain, the bottoms of the feet you need to look up the K1 spot on the bottoms of the feet, white right, tan left. So the IceWave is a 2-patch system. And the white patch always goes on the right when you're patching, full body somewhere like that, or pain that, shoots across the low back or the tops of the shoulders. It'd always be white right, tan left. So in the K1 spots on the bottom of the feet, then you can also patch on top of the traps. So you can kind of see there's like a little bump here. That's your trap. And you can put white right, tan left here. And then you can put the X39 even on your lower back as well, would be another one that I would recommend. But if you have more specifics, feel free to reach out and we have lots of videos on these kinds of things as well. So if there's ever anything like that you need, we can always get you a video. If you also go to our YouTube pages, so patchtheway.com, or my YouTube page, which is Nikki McCutchen, Vicki and I have done multiple of our technologies and talking about how to utilize those and what they benefit from. And so you can find those on Nikki McCutchen YouTube page as well, or you can also go to Patch the Way YouTube as well. But patchtheway.com is our educational website where there is tons and tons of information. So that's also a great page, but place to utilize information. But always feel free to get back to the person who invited you, get your questions answered. That's what we're here for. And then obviously, if they're unsure, they can always get with one of your leaders as well, so we can make sure that we get you the right information. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. Please join us this week. We will do another call on Wednesday. Our Wednesday call is for an hour. We go over all the technology as well as the business opportunity. And then on Thursday, we usually do a testimonial call. So I'm still working on trying to get that lined out. Or we will go over, I think we just have one technology left to go over and do a deep dive into how it works and what it benefits the body. And then we will have that all set up for you on our Patch the Way community. And so you can also go and join there. It's patchtheway.net/community. patchtheway.net/community. And so we will have a whole course in there over all of our technologies as well. So thank you all for joining us, spending 30 minutes with us this evening and giving us that time. Please get back to the person who invited you to the call. Tell them that you're ready to get started on this technology. Don't wait. Let's see what it's going to do for you. Let's see what your body is going to do with it, so that we can all celebrate with you on you getting the kind of change in the body that your body so decides. That's what's so amazing. So with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you. Good night, everyone. Have a great evening.
Good night. God bless.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you.